Greetings, CBC, and welcome to this week's Sunday warm-up. Let me give you a few announcements first, just some things coming up, then I'll give you the warm-up. And if you hang in there to the end, I got a little extra credit assignment for you this week for those looking for some extra credit points. So, as always, I can't say it enough, can't repeat it enough. As you're coming in, take a look at those tables in the foyer. Take a look at the sheets, the information that's there. There's sign-up sheets. There's information sheets, Bible study opportunities, community groups, service opportunities. There is always something happening and going on. Grab those sermon notes from that middle table. Hopefully we have some new of the blue Bibles here. If you don't have one of those blue Bibles and you'd like one, those are there. Those are available. So grab the Bible, grab some notes, bring your Bible, come ready and ready to be a part of what we're doing. As we've been highlighting this Sunday night, How to Read the Bible for All It's Worth class begins. This will be week 1 of it. Many of you have signed up. We have books ordered. We ordered some extra books. That way, if folks who don't like to sign up, you can come. We got a book for you. Would love to have you join us for that this Sunday night, 6 to 7:30. Christmas for kids will be upon us here. The tree will be up in the foyer. And as you come in, you see the tree. There's tags on those trees that have descriptions of gifts, items, ages, all that sort of thing. Very self-explanatory. You'll be able to see that. Grab one of those. You can purchase those items and then bring them in here in the foyer at the church and under the tree. And we'll collect those up until we get to the point where we gather them all together. There'll be an event for that, and then obviously distribution and sending those out. So lots more will come on that, and just a little reminder of and heads up about it coming. And then lastly, that movie night we talked about this past Friday night, December the 5th, 7 o'clock, showing a movie here, The Sound of Hope. This is the story of Possum Trot, small little church that just had a burden and a passion to enter into the foster care system. Fostered adopted all 77 kids out of that church, I believe is the number. My wife and I met the pastor and his wife in Hartville here recently. That story and movie is about. We just were so moved by their story, this couple, and wanted to show the movie here. But again, as I said, Sunday, selfishly, I just want to watch the movie myself. My wife and I want to, so we invite you to come to the church and watch a movie with us on Friday night, December the 5th. All right. Very quickly this week, I just have a handful of things as far as the verses, and I want to give you space to be able to just start running with this. This Sunday, we're going to overlap a little of what we read last week because we ran out of time, and I think it worked perfectly by God's grace and providence. I just think it's going to overlap into this week, but I think it's going to help us with where I would like to see us go for the theme this week. So our passage this week is John 8, verses 21 to 38. A little bit from last week, and then we'll pick up some new verses this week. John 8, 21 to 38. So at minimum, read John 8, 21 to 38. Highlight it, note it, start writing some things down. Here's the question I have for this week. If you're one who likes these kind of investigative questions, what are we looking for in the text this week? When you read verse 31, Jesus says, "If you abide in my word, you are truly my disciples." I got hung up on that this morning and started thinking about it, and that's the direction I want to go with this week. He says, if you abide in my word, you're truly my disciples. So he's painting a picture for us there of what a true disciple is. So here's my question for this week. What is a true disciple? There's lots of places we could go, obviously, but just as we look at John 8, 21 to 38, what kind of things can you note this week that Jesus describes as a true disciple? What do we see in John 8, 21 to 38 that are descriptions of what a true disciple is? And we also see a couple of things about the opposite picture of what a disciple or a true disciple is not. So you want to note those as well. I'm going to give you 3 passages to go along with this, and these are going to be sprinkled in through the points this week. Romans 6, 15 to 23. Ephesians 2, 1 to 10. We had that one for last week. We didn't get to it. And honestly, as you know me and you've been around here any length of time, we could put that one in every week. It is power-packed. That's our testimony, right? So Ephesians 2, 1 to 10. And then lastly, Romans 8, 31 to 39. Romans 8, 31 to 39. Now that's it. If you're done, if you want no extra credit, turn the video off now. If you want extra credit, here's the extra credit for this week. It's been coming up a lot in Thursday morning Bible study the last couple of weeks in particular, how often we keep finding ourselves going back into Romans 6, Romans 7, Romans 8. You see in the notes for this week, I've given you a reference from Romans 6 and Romans 8. So for a little extra credit this week, that really just helps, I think, highlight for us everything we're seeing in John chapter 8. I can't help but just constantly keep going back to Romans 6, 7, and 8. So extra credit for this week, read all of Romans 6, Romans 7, and Romans 8. It's almost like you could take John chapter 8 and just put Romans 6, 7, and 8 right over top of it. It just connects so well with the story that we see in the woman caught in adultery, Jesus talking about the light of the world, this truth and the truth that will set us free, true picture of disciples, what that means, being set free by the Son and not making a practice of sin. Read Romans 6, 7, and 8 just alongside it. Obviously, this week we're going to pick up Romans 6, we're going to pick up Romans 8 in the sermon itself. But this is just extra credit. This is just some extra reading to just come alongside. And especially as we think about the ways that Paul was applying some of these teachings and principles to the church in Rome, it's so, Romans 6, 7, 8, so practical, such wonderful little details about the Christian walk and a real picture of discipleship. All right, that's it. That's all I have to say about that. So under 7 minutes here, a little bit longer, but we got a lot packed into this 7 minutes. So God bless you this week. Go to it. Let's study, let's prep, and let's get ready for this week. Praying for you. Appreciate your prayers for me. I'll see you Sunday.